Today's reading is found in Luke chapter 23, verse 33 to 38. I'm going to read it. So when they came to the place that is called the Skull, they crucified him there, along with the criminals, one on his right and one on his left. But Jesus said, "Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing." Then they threw dice to divide his clothes. The people stood there watching, but the leaders ridiculed him, saying, "He saved others. Let him save himself if he's the Christ of God, his chosen one." The soldiers also mocked him, coming up and offering him sour wine and saying, "If you are the king of the Jews, save yourself." There was also an inscription over him, "This is the King of the Jews." You see that? "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing." This is the prayer of the God of the universe, the incarnate Jesus, as he hangs on a torture device, as he's mocked, as he's spit on, as he's ridiculed, as he's stripped naked, literally. His only earthly possessions, his clothes, are ripped off his back and then gambled over by those who are mocking him and spitting on him and crucifying him. Imagine that moment. He's suffering an excruciating execution, and this is how he's being treated. This Jesus has all the knowledge in the universe. He has all the power in the universe at his fingertips. Now, I can't put up with much mockery or assault, especially if I'm confident in something I know or something I can believe I can do. You know, sometimes for the sake of entertaining someone, I can sit with my mouth shut for just a little while, and those who know me know I can do that maybe for just a little bit and let them try to figure something out on their own. Sometimes I can sit on my hands, let them just sit kind of in my pocket and wait for someone else if they want to take the lead on something, even if I know they're not doing a good job. But it's only for so long. For me, it's like it doesn't last that long until I have to step in or speak up. That's my human nature, and that's part of my personality. It's as simple as somebody's ignorance about an idea or their inexperience with a task. I have a lot more patience for people who may be just inexperienced or ignorant about something. Sometimes, and you guys all know what I'm talking about here. I hope you do. I hope this seems to be universally human. I find myself in situations where somebody's ego is inflamed. So it's not just ignorance, it's not just inexperience, but their ego's inflamed and they're carrying on talking about something as if they're, the authority on a certain topic, or they're doing something in a particular way and they're insistent on it. And even though I might know that there's a better way, or I might know what they're talking about really isn't true or the best way to think about it, me in these situations, I don't last long. Some people tend to be more agreeable in their personality. I tend to be less agreeable in my personality. So these situations, I'm stuck. I'm burning inside. I have to do something. I have to say something. For my own ego, I have to either step in and prove that I know something, or step in and show that I can do something. And if I don't do that, what I tend to do is I use humor to mock somebody, right? Just to give myself that feeling or that sense of superiority. That tends to be how I react in these situations. And like I said, I hope I'm not the only one, because then I'll feel kind of left out like the bad guy here. But it's the truth. It's the truth of my human nature. And then there's Jesus. There's the God of the universe. Like the all-powerful, the all-knowing, the fully superior, the sovereign king over everything and everyone. And here's Jesus in this kind of moment, and he says, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing." He's acting in full surrender to the purpose in which he came. His earthly life is on the line. He's suffering an inevitable suffering. He's mocked. He's degraded by the Romans and the Jews alike. He's abandoned by friends and family. He's hung in between two criminals. He's treated like the scum of society, the lowest of lows, and he deserves none of this. Nothing he's done has caused this. This is not something he deserved. He was innocent. And his response is, "Father, please forgive these people. They're just ignorant. They have no idea what they're doing." That's our model, friends. Jesus is our example. Jesus' attitude of surrender is what we're called to. Your will, Father, not mine. What you want, God, not what I want. Your ways, Jesus, not mine. Forgive me, Father, for I don't know what I'm doing. I encourage you to pray this prayer today for you and for those around you. Lord, forgive me for my ignorance and unwillingness to surrender to your will and to your ways. And help me, Lord, show grace and mercy to those around me, for they just don't know what they're doing.